What's going on, socialites? I'm Alexyz Joy with Hollywood Unlocked. We are on the purple carpet for the premiere of Wakanda Forever. It is a black tie event as we are here on the red carpet in Pasadena for the 51st NAACP Image Awards. What's going on, socialites? I'm Alexyz Joy, and as you can see, we are at the MGM for the 2022 Grammy Awards. Why is it important for people not only to see black women behind the screen, but in front of the screen as well?
I think we need to be, like you said, in all facets.
Taking over the helm of Black Panther, did you feel a major responsibility to, I wouldn't say live up to Chadwick Boseman's legacy, but to take on that role and to represent black women around the world?
It's so much to unpack.
Let's actually kind of get into the protests and what's really been going on in the world. We know you've been very vocal on Twitter in regards to gun reform and all the tragedies that have been happening just with the school shootings. What's messages that you want people to really get across when it comes to gun control?
Yeah. Man, I mean, that's a deep subject.
I know there was a story of the team going out and Kobe was up at 5 a.m. going into the gym, but the team was coming back, and that just really encouraged them to get in the gym and to take it a little bit more serious.
Well, I think the thing is, I mean, that's who he was.
Where you from?
I'm from here, from California, born and raised Southern California. Yes.
Where'd you go to school?
University of Arizona. Don't want to give any spoilers. I've been trying to look at the costume like, okay, I know the Black Panther costume's quite little. Who could fit in that? But just to think, if this is all female-led, why is it important to continue to have these black women, including yourself, take these lead roles and take the helm and show that you too can be a superhero?
Oh, isn't that something?
Yeah, and now also going to Victory, listening to the song, I would say it's not just a song for those who are like, I really enjoy gospel music. It's a perfect song for now. So what do you think about, though, I mean, the trying times that we're in, along with, the unjust with the Black Lives Matter and police brutality still going on? What are your thoughts about how your song is really impacting the community? For you, talk to us a little bit about the emotions on set, as we know that this film, while still moving forward, still honored the legacy of your good friend Chadwick Boseman. I mean, of course, it's been 4 years, and we know that you've gone through quite a lot, but you've also really been open about your sobriety within the past couple of months. Why would you say it's important for people to really listen and to understand? I mean, you mentioned people like Jamie Lee Curtis and Paris Jackson, who have really been influential in your journey. So tell us a little bit about the decision to come out and just be vulnerable with fans about that.
We are on this planet to help each other.
What do you say to those people who are just like, I don't even know where to start in my journey in music? I want to be in music, but where do I start? Because a lot of times now, given that the time we're in as well, imposter syndrome is very real, but it's not always a bad thing. People look at it as like, I'm copying, but it's like, my mom always tells me, if you go down the bread aisle, there's so many different types of bread. If one person said, there's already a bread, we would only be buying one bread.
Exactly.
So what would you say to that person who's like, I really don't know where to start?
That's a great question, because I was that person once upon a time.
I mean, looking at the cast, this cast is very heavy on black actors and actresses, which I absolutely love. Why would you say that it's important for those young black actors and actresses to see themselves in something like Shakespeare? I mean, for both of you as we wrap, speaking of learning and growing from this movie has a lot of cultural relevance. Why is it important to keep culture in every genre? I mean, we see MCU is now bringing the culture that we may have not seen had it not been for movies like Black Panther. Teachers are necessary. If y'all didn't think teachers were necessary, they're necessary. Because I know some of y'all are tidy kids right now when we send them to school, but teachers are absolutely necessary. And it's not, for some people, of course, school's not a daycare. Right. But for some parents, it is.
Oh, it is.
Yes. And the luxury of their kids being able to enjoy something like a performing arts class is something that kids are missing now. Right. So how have you been able to transition, your classes and what you're trying to teach into this new way of living? Talk to us about the connection between bringing fear and faith into this, which a lot of times we don't get to see films that have a faith-based background. Black man on the streets of LA slaying vampires for his daughter. Would you ever have thought that this would be one of the roles you took on?
I never thought that was going to happen.
How do you do watching horror films at home yourself?
I don't. I don't watch horror films at home by myself. That just don't make no sense to me.